We don't often think of working at a computer as being physically demanding work, but if you've spent even more than a few minutes sitting at your computer, you may already start feeling some pain and discomfort. And in the long term, what that's going to do is leave your body just in a state of misalignment, which can lead to a whole host of health problems. So today I want to share with you 6 healthy habits while working at a computer. My name is Stephanie Lahart, and I help you to turn online conversations into real-world customers. Let's get started. Okay, so when we're talking about your work setup, obviously the first thing we'll think about is your monitor. It's right in front of you. Or actually, it should be. And it really is about the monitor height. You have to make sure that it's at the right height so you're not straining in any direction. Because remember, over a long period of time, this will really start putting your body out of alignment. Your computer screen should be level with your eyes, and you should really only look down about 10 degrees to view the screen. If your screen is too low, then you'll move your head and your neck, and this could cause a lot of pain. And if your screen is too high, you could actually end up with dry eye syndrome. The next thing we want to think about is how you're actually sitting at your desk. And this is definitely one of the reasons why you can start to feel very uncomfortable while working at a computer for long periods of time. I know sometimes we can get really engrossed in our work, and then all we're doing is really thinking about what's in front of us, and we totally forget what's the rest of our body doing. I know for me, I have a habit of slouching at my computer, so I'm constantly checking to make sure I'm sitting upright with my shoulders back and I'm not slouching forward. So when you're sitting at your desk, make sure that you're not leaning forward, that your shoulders and your arms are relaxed, your arms are by your side, and that your lower back is supported and your feet are flat on the floor. So now that we have the screen at the correct height and you're sitting in the right position, it's not about staying in this position without moving at all. In fact, you actually want to stretch it out several times a day. This will really alleviate any back and neck pain that you might be experiencing. Pay attention to how your body reacts after sitting at your computer for a few minutes. Do you find yourself getting tense, scrunching up, holding your body too tight? This is a perfect time to just shake it out, stretch it out, alleviate any tension that you might have in your body. There's several different stretches that you can do. One of the really great ones is just simply lift your arms over your head, stretching your arms out, and releasing your shoulders down your back. You could also simply just hold your arms out to your side, shaking them out again, releasing any tension. Whatever stretch you do is just going to make you pay more attention to where your body is actually in that space. And remember, the more conscious you are of how your body is positioned and how you're actually working within your workspace, the better chances are you will have this staying perfectly aligned. Or at least better aligned than you were before. So while we're stretching at our desk, this is also a good time to even think about standing up. If you're one of the lucky people that actually has a stand-up desk, then this is something that you get to do a lot, and you might already find that a lot of your pain and discomfort's alleviated. But if you do have a sitting desk like I do, take the time during your workday several times to not only stretch it out, but stand up and do some stretches as well. Again, this can incorporate any arm stretching you're doing, maybe any neck release you're doing, or even adding your legs and your feet into it with just simple toe stretches and maybe some knee stretches. And if you work in an office with other people, don't worry, they won't even see you doing it. But it'll help your body so much, and it will also wake you up. I mentioned earlier when we were talking about how to sit at your desk to make sure that you weren't actually leaning forward. This also includes not craning your neck. Oftentimes when we're really engrossed in a project, it's really easy to start moving into it, and this can put a lot of tension and pressure on your neck and your back. Again, we're not always conscious that we're doing these things, and it just could be something that we're so used to doing, our body naturally does it. So you do have to make some conscious decisions to actually hold your body in better alignment. Now, the great thing about these tips that I've given you already is actually that when you're paying attention to your body and you're making more conscious choices about how you hold your body and what you're doing with your limbs, it actually activates your muscles. If you've ever heard of the term isometric movements, that's basically what you're doing. You're engaging your muscles, you're choosing how your body is placed, so not only will you be alleviating pain, you're actually strengthening your muscles. It's basically a workout. And my final tip for you to stay healthy while you're working at a computer is to make sure that you are drinking lots of water. Now, I'm not just going to say liquids here, because if you are a coffee and tea lover like I am, remember they're also pretty dehydrating. So your safest bet is to keep a glass of water nearby, taking several sips of it during the day, which not only keeps you hydrated, but it actually can keep you moving. Because remember, if you are staying hydrated, you're naturally going to have to go to the restroom. And yes, that walk to the restroom counts as movement. And one of the great things about actually taking a restroom break is that it not only gets you moving, but it gives you a purpose. So you'll be a lot less likely to simply start wandering around and wasting time. So those are the healthy tips that I utilize while I'm working within my day. I spend sometimes 6 to 7 hours in front of my computer, depending on what kind of project I'm working on. And I know that if I'm not taking the time to actually pay attention to how I'm sitting, where my monitor is, what my body is doing, stretching it out, and all of those things that I've shared with you, then by the end of the day, not only do I feel some pain in my body, but I'm also more likely to be cranky and tired too. I hope you found this helpful. If you would like to hear more tips about how to be productive, not only in front of a computer, but within your life and your business as well, please subscribe to my channel. And of course, share it with your friends and family. They might benefit from these tips too. Thanks for watching.